Hi, this is Mike Dunfee with the Mike Dunfee Group and MD Property Management, based here in Long Beach, California. Today's topic is leasing and managing luxury properties, hence the pocket square. We manage a lot of luxury condominiums, especially in high rises. We have a large portfolio of penthouses we deal with. We manage beach properties and lease and manage homes in affluent neighborhoods. I'd like to share with you some of the insight that I've gotten from doing this over the years, and hopefully it can help you. Remember, these are special properties with a discerning and sophisticated clientele. They're accustomed to the finer things. One of the main differences is these properties take longer to lease. Less people can afford them. That means you have to do more marketing and nicer marketing. Also, the tenants are more likely to have agent representation on their end. So you need to figure how you're going to deal with that. You're going to pay a commission or not, and how you're going to do that, okay? Also, you want to be careful, since there's less leads, to make sure, be aware, I should say, to respond to all the leads. You want to jump right on it and not let any get past you. Be also prepared that you will likely have multiple showings of the same person, the same property. Instead of a bunch of people looking at the property once, you might have a few people looking at the property multiple times before they decide whether to move forward or not. Once you have a tenant that wants to move forward, screening can be more complicated on the luxury end. They have a more complicated situation. They are very likely to be self-employed, so then you're looking at tax returns instead of pay stubs. There also is a need for higher cash reserves because there's just more financial responsibility involved. Plus, you often have corporate leases, and how you deal with, who's responsible there, and is the corporation the tenant, who's, is it a foreign corporation, and how you deal with that. And remember too, on the luxury end, you're more likely to be a target of a sophisticated con person. So you'll want to be real careful. You have to have a lot more to lose on the higher end properties. One of the tests I sometimes use is this person lienable? Do they have any assets if we were to get a judgment on them? Anyways, another thing to think about too is these types of property, again, back to our word special, but they are special as far as they have delicate flooring. Could be a travertine with needs care, or a delicate hardwood, window coverings and electronics and light fixtures and appliances that are just pools and jacuzzis, saunas, things that are just fussier, that need to be worked through when they do need to be fixed. You have to kind of troubleshoot that and be ready for that. So who's ever managing that needs to be resourceful. These items, there's just more of them, and they break easier, and they're harder to get fixed. Just be aware. Back to our special theme on this as well is the clientele. They're going to have more likely a type A personality. They're probably a high earner. It could be a dual income household, or with time constraints on everybody involved, and have a short period of time, and they're used to living in a high pressure situation. Also, even if it's a spouse that stays at home, that spouse may feel and have extra pressures that many people don't have, the pressure of having that house be just right. So when something breaks, they need it fixed quickly. They might have a party coming up, or they're in town less often, and when people are there, they need it fixed now. They're accustomed to nice things, let's face it. They're accustomed to getting their own way. And when they don't, sometimes you'll then have a challenge. So you need to be prepared for that. You need to deal with them in a professional and courteous manner. And sometimes when they don't get their own way, they have easy access to attorneys. So remember that and how you treat them. And really, if you have a property management business, or if you're handling this yourself, I want you to think about what kind of personnel are you going to send there? How are you going to show up to these properties? You need to be dressed professionally, well groomed, and be professional. So like if you have a property management business, I maybe wouldn't send out your greenest manager or agent to handle these higher end type A people. They might get run over. You also don't want to send out a tired, grumpy person who doesn't give good customer service, because your clientele on these private properties are accustomed to being treated well. And let's face it, they're paying more and deserve that. Okay? So I'm sure you'll do great, as long as you remember they're special properties leased by special people. If you have a question about this or any other real estate related matter, I hope you treat us as your resource, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks.